when Teddy Roosevelt came to power, on trust busting and a high level of immigration and all the things that were going on at the time, he said something that I think explains a lot of what we're dealing with today with our senators being asked to sign off on what has already been done. A historical conflict, if you will. Behind the ostensible or visible government sits enthroned an invisible government owing no allegiance and acknowledging no responsibility to the people. To destroy this invisible government, to befoul the unholy alliance between corrupt business and corrupt politics is the first task of the statesmanship of the day. An unholy alliance? You got that right. We got Bank of America and Miller Brewing in bed with liberal media, and Ted Kennedy in bed with John McCain. And John McCain, you have political herpes. You will never be the President of the United States. It's over, John. And Richard Burr is probably going to one day, if he's not already, regret endorsing you for president. That's the problem we have. Now, I need to talk to you about Senator Burr. I have a special announcement to make. This past week, we touched base with 250,000 households in this state, asking them to call Burr. Not Dole. Dole's good to go. She said exactly what we want Burr to say. That's what we're going to send this video to Senator Burr's office. We want you to step out, say, I don't want anything to do with this betrayal of the American public, enforce our existing laws. Yeah. That's not what Burr's saying. Burr's saying, I oppose this bill in its current form. And then we have National Review magazine, which tells us that Burr is one of the key targets necessary for the passage of this scamnesty bill. And then we have his comments that we just got our hands on in Congressional Weekly, that what he wants to see is some more provisions in there to make all of you feel great. And what I thought of on the way over, he wants, I'll gladly enforce your immigration laws on Tuesday for the amnesty hamburger today. He wants what's called touchback. He wants the illegal alien sometime over the next period of 8 years, which with their $5,000 fine, they'll be paying like $1 and something a day, to go back to their homelands or Mexico. They'll probably set up stations in Mexico so people from Guatemala and Brazil don't have to go as far. And they can go and touch back, get their new Z visa, and walk in and say, look, I came legally. What a con job. I mean, they know Americans want the illegals to go. Not for the day. Not for the day. Do you want amnesty? No. No. Well, you want Senator Burr to hear you. You want amnesty? No. Amnesty? No. Guest worker? No. Illegal aliens going for the day and coming right back? No. Senator Burr? Over 80% of North Carolinians believe what these people here believe, and you need to hear us. And I'm coming to D.C. on Monday, and I'm going to be there early in the morning, and I'm not leaving the hallway outside your office until you agree to meet and speak with me, Senator Burr. Yeah. You call Senator Burr's D.C. office and say, I want Senator Burr to take a little time out of meeting with his big money friends who want this bill, negotiating, yes. Meet with William Ghenn of ALIPAC. If you will help me with that, I would appreciate it. Yeah. We'll get you his number when we wrap up here today. Now, here's why big business wants this bill. Because the states and the cities and the counties across this country are saying, if you won't do the job that you're supposed to do under the United States Constitution and your oaths of office, then we will. Yeah. 35 states have cracked down, hundreds of cities and towns and counties, and they want to override that. It's messing with the plan. And the plan is what they call building a North American community, what our side calls building the North American Union. Have you heard of it? Yeah. Have you heard about the North American Union? Was it Lou Dobbs? Yeah. Lou Dobbs. Thank God for Lou Dobbs. Thank God for Lou Dobbs. And my wife will name my baby Lou Dobbs again. They're building an economic bloc, which is against federal law, against the United States Constitution, and against the will of over 80% of the American natives, as they call us. And that's what they're doing. Senator Byrd's number. We'll have it for the video. If you folks at home would like to call Senator Byrd and say, meet with William Ghenn before you really do something stupid on this bill, call 202-274-3154.
What was that number?
That's 202-274-3154. Senator Richard Byrd. But they want this bill to override the legislators and the city council people who are actually doing their job and, quote, representing the people. And that brings us to the most fundamental point of this that people have to understand. What was it Mr. Mumpower called arbitrary law enforcement, arbitrary enforcement of the law, rule of law? Let's break it down here. Since King George is deciding which federal laws he will or will not enforce, popularly supported by the people on behest of his big money friends, working backwards, he has thus nullified the votes of and deliberations of our elected representatives, the campaigns and elections, and everybody's votes. That is what he's done. We're begging outside the White House, enforce our existing laws. Well, let's have a national debate on it. We've already had the national debate. The debate has already occurred. The decisions have been made, and the authority of the people is being thrown down. And I got to tell you, we're purists at ALIPAC in the fact we support people who legally immigrate. Our focus is illegal immigration. Of course, that involves lots of different things, crime, disease, and taxes. But listen, if your vote doesn't matter, then it doesn't matter if we elected a goat instead of Richard Byrd.
His mailbox is full, by the way.
His mailbox is full. I'm sure his staff is loving this debate right now. Also, Senator Byrd's staff can receive a whole new type of phone call of thank you very much if he'll come out and do as Senator Dole has done and say, no way I'm getting near this devil bill. Yes. We'll call you and thank you for weeks. We'll send bouquets and flowers. We'll send cheap chicken sandwiches. But, that's right, I said cheap chicken. We're talking about the fundamentals of America here, are we not? Am I right about this? Are we talking about the fundamentals of what the United States stands for? But it brings up other questions. It brings up other problems. Because when you, as a people, are dispossessed of your voice, it can affect your gas prices. It can affect the poison in your food coming in from China. Yeah. And I support our troops. But we have the sons and daughters of America dying on the other side of the planet to build a democracy, and we don't have one here. I'm for the war in terror, but the war is in our backyard, and it's here. And if there's a terrorist in the world that has not taken advantage of George Bush's failure to secure our border and enforce our immigration law, well, they're probably too stupid for us to have to worry about it. And the next time a bomb goes off in this country, Mr. President, we're not going to reward you with more money and power. We're not going to reward you with what you need to get it done. The next time that a bomb goes off in this country and we find out that you failed us and your basic responsibilities to protect Americans, like the 4,300 Americans being killed per year by your cheap illegal alien workforce, that's you. Because Mr. Byrd, Senator Byrd, Mr. President, a lot of people you're talking to and listening right now, they deserve to be investigated, prosecuted, and put in jail.